Hey, what's up guys? My name is Flash, and I am the lead editor of Multifarious. Lucia wanted me to start making some YouTube videos for the channel, because, it's a group community channel, and I'm part of the team of Multifarious, and so that's what I'm going to do. And the one game that I put most of my time into would be Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the game that you see here in front of your face. Basically, what I'm going to do in this first video is teach you guys how to play Counter-Strike, like the very basics of how to shoot and maybe some quick tips and tactics that you can use when you're first starting out. We're going to go ahead and get into this. What you want to do is go up here to play offline with bots. Dust 2 is usually the best map to go to. And just select no bots here on the clicker. It'll probably be on easy bots, but just put it put it to no bots. I can't talk. Let's get this started. Alright, so here we are in the game of Counter-Strike. We've made it. What you're gonna want to do though, to make this the most enjoyable experience possible, is you're gonna want to get what is called an executive. I've put the file in the description, so all you gotta do is download that and throw it into your CFG folder of Counter-Strike. If you don't know where that is, it should be in C, Program Files, Steam Apps, Common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and then I'm pretty sure after that it's C-Strike and then CFG. And just drop it in there. Once you've done that and you're in game, you want to make sure you have your developer console enabled by going to Help and Options, Game Settings, and making sure this is set to Yes, Enable Developer Console. So after that, you want to open up your developer console and type in exec prac, P-R-A-C. And what that's going to do is I already typed it in before, but what that's going to do is start up your practice exe, which gives you money, sets the round timer to like an hour, so you can just be in here for as long as you want, and gives you an unlimited ammo, as well as shows your bullets on the wall with these little cool markers, and also shows the trajectory of grenades and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get started with spray control. So in Counter-Strike, running and gunning doesn't work effectively. It works with SMGs, but in a matchmaking setting, you don't want to do that. So, like, you can't just think this is Call of Duty and run at a guy and spray. It's not gonna work. Or like just run side to side. Like, it's just not going to work. Trust me. What you need to do is try to stay still whenever you shoot, because that's gonna make your bullets. When you're standing still and you spray, as I will show you in a second, there's a set pattern that the bullets go in every single time. It's different for most guns, like the AK and the M4. The AK and M4 are very similar, and yeah. So this is the AK-47 spray pattern. As you can see, it sort of went up for a few bullets, to the left a little bit, to the right, and then back to the left towards the middle, and yeah. So what you want to do is whenever you're spraying, is you don't want to just stand there and just hold the trigger and hope it hits them. What you want to do, as you see me, I was trying to do it before, is try to control that by pulling the opposite of that with your mouse. Well, okay, so these first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or so bullets are just in a straight up and down line. So what you can do is, for those, just only shoot those first 10 rounds, which is about a half a second or to a second, and just pull down as you shoot them. So check this out. As you can see, there's just these little clumps of bullets. See, I only even shot like 4 or 5 bullets, so that's a longer spray. But yeah, so if you just get these 4, 5, or 6 bullets in a tight little clump, and it hits your mark, then you're going to kill them every time. So now I know I said to stand still whenever you shoot, and that's true. You do want to try to stand still, but you don't want to just stand in an open area with your Johnson falling out of your pants, you're just gonna get shot. You want to maybe try to play an edge like this or something, and something you can do around this edge is Jiggle Peak, which is, as you know, you might expect, you just jiggle like this. How we jiggling? Or so yeah. What you can do as well is when you're Jiggle Peaking is right here. So you go out and then back in like this. Right here, when you start going back in at that very second that you press the A key to start moving back towards behind cover, what you can do is click. And I'm going to try to hit the stop sign. So basically put your crosshair on the stop sign. So like, let's say you're playing a corner, that's an enemy's head. You like Jiggle Peak, you're looking for an enemy or something, you're like, oh no, there's an enemy right there. So you can like set up your crosshair before you peek. And then what you do is you just peek out, and then right when you fall back in towards the wall, you shoot. Like that. And then what that's going to do is at that apex, I guess you could call it, right there, where you start moving back, you're standing still, technically, for just a second. And you can do that even without a corner, obviously. So what you can do is if you're just trying to shoot someone at a long distance and you don't want to just stand there like shooting them like this, you can just go... Wait, hold on, I messed up, sorry. I'm not too good at it, as you can see. No. But yeah, that's something you can do. Oh, and if you're ever going to try to spray someone down, and you say you're running around a corner and you see someone, you don't want to just... Obviously, that's not going to work. What you want to do is you come around the corner and then hit that A key, like I said. Or, well, in this instance, the D key. And you'll stop faster instead of just, like, letting go. You kind of, like, glide across the ground as if it's ice if you don't hit that D key and stop faster. So you can peek around this corner and then spray someone down. And another good tip, and you can differentiate a low-level player from a high-level player just by this, is, well, this here. I won't even say anything. I'll show you. You try to figure out what's wrong with this. You spawn. Alright, here we go. Let's go long A. We're going long A, guys. Let's get him. What was wrong with that? It's kind of easy to figure out. Maybe it's just easy for me to figure out, but why are you looking at their feet? If there's a guy around this corner right here, you're going to come around this corner looking at his feet, and you're going to shoot him in the feetsies, and that, I mean, it's going to hurt. He's going to have to get some bandages, you know, but he's not going to die. What you want to do is you want to kill these guys, alright? This is a shooting game. You're trying to kill people. So you want to keep your crosshair at head level. Oh, wow, okay. Ooh. You want to keep your crosshair at head level. And you can just kind of, like, guesstimate. If I spawned in a bot, I could show you. But head level is, like, about here. Like, eye level. You know what I'm saying? And if someone's up a ramp, obviously, it's not going to be here. They're going to be up, like, here. Head level. Keep crosshair at head level. Head level. Head level. Keep your crosshair at head level and just glide. And whenever you're going around a corner, follow the edge of the corner, like this. So, like, you're coming around along this corner, I'll go slow motion. Just glide around the edge of this corner and slowly peek out. So you're checking here and coming along, but in one fluid moment. So, like this. And you're checking, you might want to check over here or something. You come around this corner, just keep your crosshair here, just come around this corner. And just go with the corners. This game's all about flow, guys. You want to flow like water. Just flow. Just become one with the water. And just enjoy Earth as it is, guys. Okay. So yeah. That's pretty much spray control. And tap shooting. If someone's at a very long range, you don't want to try to spray them down. I mean, you can. See, I'm kind of... I got a couple of good hits on that stop sign over there. But it's harder at longer ranges because your spread becomes, well, larger. And it becomes more spread out, I guess you could say. So you might want to just try to tap shoot. But again, don't just stand there with your Johnson hanging out. You want to try to move and shoot. and move and shoot and move and shoot. Otherwise, someone's just gonna hit you in the head, and you're gonna die. So the next thing that I wanted to touch on before I ended off the video is grenades and flashes and such. They pretty much, hold on, let me turn on infinite ammo, sorry. So grenades and flashes and smoke grenades, they're all incredibly helpful in holding off a position. Usually what terrorists are, well, not usually, but terrorists can sometimes rush out this doorway right here, but the CTs get here first. So what you can do as a CT is just smoke it off. And it's not a good idea for a terrorist to come running through a smoke, because they're going to become running through this disoriented, not knowing where they are, and then they're just going to show up out of the smoke and be able to see. And unless they're like Bruce Lee with a gun or something and they're just ridiculous, then they'll be disorientated, and right when they come out the smoke and you start seeing them, you can just and just kill them. So another thing you can do as a CT is flash them, and you just for something for long here, an alright flash as a CT if you're trying to hold them from coming out this doorway is you just throw it up here and bounce it off that little overhang, and it pops down and flashes right there. So if anyone's coming out, they're gonna get blinded by this unless they turn away from it. And the way you do that is just, here's what it looks like when you're full blind, by the way. So it's like about 4.5 seconds that you're full white and blind if you don't look away from a flash. And if you can see a flash coming, which they probably will see it bounce and then fall down all slow like that, what they can do is they see it coming, they just turn away from it, and then they're good to go. I mean, as a CT, you can use that as an advantage and know they're about to turn away and peek sort of right after it flashes super quick and get them. But yeah, that's something you can do if you see a flashbang coming at you, is just turn away from it, and you won't get blinded. Which is also really helpful if you want to pop, what's called a pop flash. You can pop flash yourself. And so what you can do is just sort of sit here at this corner and throw it up like this, and then peek. And what that's going to do is, well, I kind of messed up, but they won't see it coming, and they won't hear anything bouncing, so they won't know a flash is coming until it pops out right here, and then you turn so it doesn't flash you, and then they're all blind because they didn't see it coming. They couldn't have guessed to turn away from it. And yeah, that's really helpful, and that really works out. And by the way, if you didn't know how I threw that flash, there's 3 ways you can throw any grenade, really. There's a right click, which is like an underhand throw, which sort of just looks like that. There is a left and right click, and by the way, you can tell by the hand which one you're doing. But yeah, the left and right click is sort of like a weird lob thing like that. It's slow and not as fast as just a left click, but also not as soft as a right click throw. And then obviously there's a left click, which just guy chucks it like that, and that goes the farthest, obviously. And if you're running and like you throw it, it'll go even farther. Or if you even run and then jump, that goes really far. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can like duck behind a wall. If a flash is gonna flash you, like, so if you see a flash coming over by a T, you can just sort of duck behind this wall really quick and it won't blind you. And yeah. So like I was saying, smokes can be used, smokes and flashes and all the grenades are utility. They're for utility purposes. They can be used in so many helpful ways. And I won't get into it so much in this episode, but see, like, a smoke there can help you move up the site so you don't have to worry about these angles. Yeah, smokes and grenades are really helpful. When I start making more videos, if you guys want them, I can get into sort of tactics that you can maybe try to somehow pull your competitive matchmaking team together to, if they all know different smokes and flashes, to work together. And yeah, this game, guys, is all about coordination with your team. It's not a one-man show. It's a team game, and you guys got to work together to take bomb sites and take wins. Other than that, all I can suggest, guys, is practicing those spray controls that I was telling you about, practicing just your overall aiming. You can look on the workshop for a map called Aim V2 or something along those lines. It's like this thing that has little red circles that pop up, and you shoot them when they pop up, and it's really helpful for your aim. And yeah, guys, just if you guys really want to get better at the game, you just gotta play. You can jump into matchmaking or deathmatch. But yeah, just play the game, and you'll get better with time. And honestly, it's worth it. I love this game. I've got probably like 900 hours in it at this point, and yeah. My hard drive is filling up, guys, and I'm lagging because of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Have a good one.